want to share a small thing what goes on inside the newsroom. When we write on a weekly basis about the issues facing the nation, I offer the pluralistic solutions. There was one time I remember vividly, I made a comment. Not only I checked my facts before I write, one I just went ahead and wrote it, and Bill shot back at me, find me a quote, find me a source if this is true. And I looked all over, I had read it, I couldn't find, so we took it out. That is how thorough Dallas Morning News religion column is, and I appreciate that, Bill. Now comes the Lifetime Achievement Award. I request Honorable Peter Stewart, Honorable Bill Matthews, and Honorable Bill Clancy from Farmers Ranch. And Bill will introduce Peter Stewart. By the way, I'm a big fan of Peter Stewart.
Peter Stewart, a businessman with a passion, a faithful man with a vision, a historian with a heart. Mr. Peter Stewart's a founding member of Thanksgiving Square, Dallas, Texas. Helped to create an inspiring interfaith international symbol of gratitude, soon to celebrate its 50th anniversary. We modestly call it the center of Dallas, the center of Texas, the center of the nation, and the center of world Thanksgiving. And that's in all modesty. Mobilizing members of the business community to express their profound gratitude for blessings they had received, Mr. Stewart formed a foundation to purchase a little-used plot of real estate at the heart of downtown Dallas. Comforting green space in the midst of a bustling city accents Thanksgiving with an innovative interfaith chapel based on an ancient design, juxtaposed with a modern carillon bell tower and mosaic representation of the universal religious theme, do unto others. Just a footnote in advance, Peter Stewart is to receive next month the Spirit of United Nations Award in New York City. Now that's a scoop on the Dallas Morning News. I don't think they know that yet, but we just told them. Building around historic observances of Thanksgiving in most cultures and countries of the world, in American history, and in both religious and civic activities, the themes of Thanksgiving resonate through common desires for harmony and convergence of human interests to facilitate recognition of gratitude for all creation. It's perfectly appropriate that Mr. Peter Stewart received the Lifetime Achievement for Pluralism Award.
Frankly, accept any honor in the name of the other founders of a place of Thanksgiving. A remark would be appropriate. I want to ask how many people in the audience, if they'd hold up their hand, if they're related in any way to India. To India. A beautiful thing has happened, and it has happened because of the other founders of Thanksgiving, who are John Stemmons and Julius Sheps and Joe Newhoff from, at that time, prominent religions in Dallas a long time ago. An interesting thing happened. A questionnaire started with a series of luncheons of leaders of Dallas in the 60s. And they discussed what is the appropriate place to have at the center of our town, rapidly coming together at that time. And they thought about it, discussed it, and put it out in a little book called The Spirit of Thanksgiving, including some high school kids. And they said it's appropriate that we give thanks in the middle of our town. And the things that they say resonate today. Now, that has gone to a series of people in the Center for World Thanksgiving, put together in the 90s. And in the 90s, they recommended that the world have a Thanksgiving Day, which was appointed for the year 2000 by the United Nations, by acclamation of all the nations. So 2000 is officially a year of Thanksgiving for the world. So the fact that the world in our DFW community has accepted and has rejoiced, frankly, in our togetherness, you might call it, in Thanksgiving is a remarkable thing. It started, however, more than 100 years ago. And we have to give credit to, frankly, George Dealey. George Dealey was the young Englishman who came to the Below Mansion in Galveston and was sent to Dallas. And the interesting thing was that he was not very well educated. And as a result, he loved people of high education, which included very quickly, for the George Dealey group, a German rabbi, an Englishman himself, and an Irish priest, which in those days they didn't associate too well together. But George Dealey said, in Thanksgiving we all get together. So let's give credit to George Dealey for pulling together the 1907 Thanksgiving by then the Dallas Morning News. So thank you, Dallas Morning News. It lasted for 50 years, and we give tribute to them. Now, the Center for World Thanksgiving is downtown, and the chapel there, which has services, and the Muslim service, for instance, on Friday, has 100 people or more. So there is a wonderful confluence, and we give tribute to the people of North Texas that, in a sense, that has been a place of peace and a place of togetherness, and we are grateful for the recognition.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.